everything.
Oh, that's going to be in reference to the helicopter. I believe.
All the way to Toledo.
A firm. They're not going to be. They will not be able to do anything with that helicopter. It's entirely out of fuel.
They might just try and take the tow truck.
A firm.
Copy. I'm sending it up down the incline now. Going up north. I'll be a minute though. Look to be outside just before the rubbish.
I'm in Grapeseed. I'm heading around now, but it's, you know, I'm in the car. It'll take me a while too.
369, if units are going to be covering Grapeseed and Toledo, I will cover the train tracks by Lost Compound.
Hey, we can get someone coming up Great Ocean as well.
I'm on Great Ocean North.
Not one's coming on Great Ocean.
Could we have a unit cover the Fort St. Cudo entrance just in case they are able to grab it and slip through there?
A firm. Whichever unit's behind me on Great Ocean, who's that? Oh, just past the Fleeca. A firm. Pull off on 68, 391, and cover Fort Zancudo.
If they have a jerry can, are they able to refuel the helicopter at all or no?
I'm uncertain.
I would assume, you know.
Yeah, okay. We're about to approach Route 68, turn off now. Still sending it up north.
515, I'm entering Toledo from the east side.
If your car's faster, I'll hold right, you take over. You overtake.
But then mine, let's also code 6 ammunitions in case they're trying to get jerry cans. I'll cover the one on our Route 68.
I'm repairing on the edge of Route 68 as well. They could check out heli, so I'll let you know if they come through.
Weather has changed terrain, be advised.
Copy.
We advise there's a Cluckin' truck trailer tipped over in the middle of Great Ocean Highway in Toledo, so be careful if you're coming through there at speed.
369, do we have a unit either covering the train tracks that lead out of Toledo?
I don't know that we have the units to be stationed on all of those areas. We're still making our way to the Alpha.
390, 23, helicopter. So the bed is down. PD toes down. I don't have visual of anyone in the area.
A vehicle that just came up off-road. I don't know if it's a local or not.
From Taurus, stay there. I'm gonna push towards the ammunition.
Copy that. I want to get PD towed off the road.
What I don't understand is the bed is down as if he was instructed to drop it, and despite that, I don't know his injuries, but
PD tow have confirmed that he's been shot.
a firm. I'll look over his injuries, see if it's consistent with a class 1 or 2.
Copy, Sam.
If there's anyone at MRPD, they can get on ATC and check for any rogue aircraft.
424, King. Sorry, I was in 7 for a sec.
I have 2 vehicles speeding westbound towards Great Ocean Highway. 1 motorcycle, 1 jester. Might be a street race?
That's a street race. It just popped up their bodies, and if it's cringe.
G3, I'm having a look at... I'm trying to see if I can spot the bullets in the wound. Stand by. I see something. Bullets I'm seeing inside seem to be from an SMG, from what I can tell.
Hey, firm. I'm gonna preemptively authorize class 2 usage.
Copy. I'm gonna start treating PD tow just so he doesn't bleed out.
Code 16, the railway lines towards Toledo, just in case. But if they might have already come through here by this point.
369, I haven't seen anything by Casted True.
Rhodes, can you hold there on a 25 with you for 2 seconds really quick?
Hey, firm.
just be aware. We had one incident
424, I'm
where
at
this
I'm
tall
at
guy
90
was
now. I
taken
don't see anything
hostage
as
for
of
a
yet. I'll
bank,
wait and see what they're up
and
to.
one of the officers suggested that he was
I'm
getting
gonna check
pretty
Sandy
lippy in
Airfield
there
and
when he
Redfield.
shouldn't have been.
See that?
So I don't know if he got shot because of that this
Is it
time or
possible
not.
they shot
Yeah,
people after we
funny,
impounded it?
not funny
We
story,
impounded
but
it and they retaliated?
we were looking over interviews, and I remember the conversation we had.
Yeah.
You had approached me, you know, sort of putting in a good word because he's been around. You did clarify you don't know too much about them. You just know that they've been around and present. And then sort of based upon that, I don't know if we will be interviewing. I will, again, I don't know. But I also just got a phone call from someone. Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, all right.
I was just calling to let you know because since we're like, why the hell did he get shot? If he got lippy that one time, it's possible that that's a habit for him.
Yeah. And if it is a habit, that's very problematic.
That's not good, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, I know this is kind of a weird question because given the situation, he shot someone, he's not a friend, but should I like call Reggie and see what the hell happened?
You can, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I'd like to understand if that is why it happened, you know what I mean?
Told me it sounds like it's set off and doesn't seem like they're back.
Well, I mean, only the owner can track the thing, right? Which is Tony.
What's it? Tony who?
I think it's Leung.
Is it Long? Yeah, Tony Long.
Though Reggie would probably
be more open.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's how I feel as well. Let me give him a call. Well, you know, even though he shot me yesterday, I feel we're on better terms after that. He got it out of his system. Let me call him.
Street race is still going through.
Reggie, don't kill anyone. It's Magnum. Hello. I'm calling you.
EMS from PD.
Do some like weird snaky shit over the phone. But
I believe we're good on calling the situation on Great Ocean Code 4. It's right by the aerial tramway, or even entrance to like the lumberyard off of Great Ocean. So it is quite a distance from you. I'm not sure if you're on another call.
Negative, I'm staged. I just didn't want to get too close.
A firm. But yeah, I believe we are clear to call this code 4.
At 26.
The quickest way out is to be coming up towards Calapia and then going through the tunnel towards the lumber mill.
Firm.
Eamon, be advised, PD Turner is conscious.
Oh, okay, but he wasn't getting like lippy with you or anything, was he, when you had a gun to him?
Definitely need another one.
All right, cool. All right. Oh, hypothetically, if I called Tony Long, do you think he'd have a good idea about this hypothetically? A little bit? All right. Okay. All right. Thanks, Reggie, hypothetically. All right, goodbye. Reggie wasn't there, but he just said, hey, fella, did he get lippy? And the response was a little bit. But I believe the initial, I don't think he was, apparently he just wasn't cooperating. Like they were trying to get him to pull the tow truck over and he wouldn't. And then there was some sort of helicopter explosion. And then...
Explosion?
Yeah, I don't know. He said something about a helicopter explosion. I don't know nothing about that. But yeah, apparently Long said a little bit when he said, did he get lippy? So I don't know exactly what that means, but it's definitely worth keeping an eye on it. Maybe not rushing things, you know?
Yeah, it's funny because I had 2 bolded names on my, you know, sort of top of the list.
You said he was one of them, right?
Yeah. You know, well, I bolded it on the basis that you've seen them around, right? Like, again, just for the sake of interview, not no promises,
sure, yeah.
right? And coincidentally, both names. One was the guy who got us shot in another situation because he ended up getting kidnapped in front of Mission Row because he pissed the people off, and then the other one was this guy. So it seems like the bold list.
fine. We're just
Sounds like there's some bold people.
Right next to the tow truck, essentially.
Maybe you should check the unbolden names.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The thing is, I'm bolding them. That's the issue. Oh, wait, hold up. Who the fuck do I hate on this list? Let me bold their name. I can't.
You know, I met someone today, and it was their first crime they ever committed. And they said that they went down there because the PD never got back to them. And I said, oh, that's a failure of the system, but also I get it.
What was their name?
Minnow Smith.
Now, how long
This was
ago
like
did they apply?
7 months ago, she said. I said, yeah, I applied 7 months ago and didn't hear back either.
Do you think that's bad? The Brandon guy, I think his name is Brandon. He applied over a year ago.
Holy shit.
Yep. Howdy, howdy. Hello.
Howdy.
Well, this is problematic.
Yeah. You know, it might be worth, getting the story from him and
For
what
sure,
he
is that
thinks
you at
happened,
the top of that rock?
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We will figure it out.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
In case you're wondering, I got beef with this fruit stand.
Oh, copy that.
Did not do anything.
What did it
so
do?
if you get gunshots, it's just probably gonna be
Over a year ago, I was driving the Tor Ass, and it flipped behind it. And this was during a time when a vehicle was on its side.
Oh.
You couldn't flip it.
Oh.
So yeah, now I just got beef with that stand. It's internal beef. Yeah, it's friendly banter, if you will.
Sure. That looks friendly. That looks friendly.
Diddy's going to be loaded into Alex's scout. What do we want to do with the truck and the helicopter?
I don't think there is going to be anything we can do. I believe he'd be the only one who can do anything with it, so kind of shafted.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to escort Alice and Kitty down to the hospital, get him treated, and get him back up here and escort them to the impound.
A firm.
Do we want to call an impound for the impound?
No, we're better off leaving it here for him so he can continue impounding it. Or not continue impounding it, but...
I mean, the thing is, there's nothing we can do because we can't reassign that tow.
Oh.
Once a vehicle has a pending impound request, you cannot assign another one, whether or not it gets fulfilled.
Does it get cancelled if it gets unhinged or something, or is it
Negative.
Okay, so he can still fulfill the job, or?
A firm. I mean, the alternative is it gets chopped on the side of the road there, but I mean, I don't think that'd be very wise of us to have him do. I'm making the call. Once he's if he is okay after being medically treated, we'll get it impounded.
All right, copy. We'll escort Alice down there.
Someone was escorting the tow, right, when he was on this job?
A firm. Well, okay, I can't say with certainty. However, what's her name? She's driving the. Who?
I think she went off duty. Didn't Springfield say that she was given an escort?
Yes. I saw Springfield escorting PD tow.
I think so. She escorted him to pick it up, but then didn't finish the escort. I'm assuming is what happened because she's off duty now.
Well, I saw Springfield following PD tow approaching Del Perro.
I think she followed him to pick up the vehicle, but he had to impound it up here, and then I don't think she gave him an escort up here.
No, so I saw... this was after the helicopter was already on the bed of the tow truck, that I saw Springfield following the tow truck.
Oh.
I mean,
don't
still
know what
within
happened,
close
'cause-
proximity.
Right. Sometime in between him picking it up, she went off duty, and he got shot.
Could be that she just got halfway up the thing, decided that she had to go or had to go for whatever reason,
Yeah.
but it wasn't communicated that she had left tow behind, because probably under just the assumption that we all make tow will be fine, then in fact tow was not fine.
No, we're supposed to escort them to the impound when it's a situation like that. However, are we sure that she's actually just got off duty and is not kidnapped?
She 311 that she went to.
42, yeah.
I was at MRPD when I saw a fucking vehicle.
Yeah, I was going to escort tow, but I saw Springfield in the car right behind the tow truck. And then I ended up responding to... I think the call was potentially seeing the Polito vehicle off of North Rockford. So I ended up breaking off for that. If it wasn't that, it was the... Okay, I can actually give you an exact time frame. Remember it was called out that a motorcycle was in the area of that 37? That was the exact timing that I saw Springfield in the car right behind the tow truck, and the heli was already on the bed of the tow truck. Whatever that timing was, at that point I had assumed that Springfield was... like, she was following the tow truck as it was moving. So I was under the assumption that she was going to escort the whole way.
Copy. It could very well have just been like an emergency 42, but yeah, there was just no communication, unfortunately. Must have just had to go.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, there's any sort of million things that could have been going on, but might be worth following up on about, you know.
Also, that's now 2 shootings and 2 nights from Hades, so from now on, if we're going after Reggie or for a warrant hunt or anything, we need to be on our toes and ready for that kind of shit, because it seems like they're not afraid to let bullets fly.
PDB advised the impound towman says Officer Springfield was with him till about hookies, and then he didn't see her anymore, so I'm not sure if she's actually okay.
I will give her a call.
Springfield went 42, I saw her in the locker room.
Oh, A-firm, perfect. That at least clears up potential kidnapping, you know, stuff. I mean, yeah, ultimately could have just...
friendly reminder for everybody to stick with tow, especially in these situations. Not to assume that they're going to make it safely because you got halfway there.
I have eyes on Reggie Knight's Penumbra, sitting at the traffic light, northbound Elgin at Vespucci.
I'm coming from the county, so it'll be a moment.
It's reverse back now.
10-9 Davenport, I didn't catch it.
Reggie's Penumbra was at the traffic light, northbound Elgin of Vespucci. It has reversed back now. I'm sitting at Tower Street. There's also the pink Raw and another white and coloured vehicle parked outside the Pixel Hotel, facing eastbound on Vespucci.
I ain't gonna lie. Duncan sounds good right now. I'm gonna ask over radio. So Dan via 311 asked if anyone documented the PD toe shooting.
I don't know if they have, but I'm on scene. I can do it.
369, I will.
Thank you so much.
Colin Murphy is after Reggie. He's just parked. His vehicle's parked up at the side of the road on Elmsford. It's just behind myself.
Do you know if it's him in the vehicle or?
Really get a good look, honestly.
Is it the bystander effect if it's not like an emergency? Hold on. Google bystander effect.
If you're not be advised, Spencer Rain is Ocean King. I'm on a 76 with him up to the tow truck. See if we can complete the job.
I'm trying to. I'm just saying. I'm apologizing in advance because I'm probably going to get real annoying here throughout the duration of the shift and probably the next week, being on top of stuff because the scene not being documented here is sort of a prime example of like bystander effect where everyone has kind of assumed that someone else has done it and no one did. So apologies in advance if you do hear me being annoying and sort of being micromanagey, but it's for the sake of ensuring that we're doing shit properly.
Copy.
Understood.
We still have eyes on Reggie Mart's vehicle.
I didn't interact with it because people are still caught up with dealing with the other stuff.
So the unit that took the PD tow statement, did he say that there are multiple shooting at him or just one individual shooting at him?
So Spencer said it was numerous individuals and 3 vehicles at the very least. They got out, ordered him to unhitch it. They tried to fly off with it, but realized they couldn't. And they got spooked because they realized that we might end up popping up pretty soon. So they just then took off. They shot him and then took off.
Well, fuck, I got him shot for running it out of fuel. Damn it!
This one's on you, man. That's work. 369, I've got the scene documented. Has anyone thrown up a report? If not, I'll just throw one up.
Yeah, I was gonna throw up a report after getting the whole impound and stuff completed, just so we can get that out of the way. But if you want to throw one up now, I can just put get PD tow statement after everything's.
I'll put one up for you.
Over, thank you.
Copy that. Thank you.
I'll wait until you're back at the scene, and then I'll set the commissioner up for processing or evidence processing.
I think there's a bunch of vehicles sitting near the Pixel Hotel. I think they're waiting for the cars that we have currently in our possession to be impounded, and they may try to do something then on that too.
Don't we only have the vodka?
Yeah.
Well, you know, if we suspect that's gonna be involved, it'll just stay in Mission Row.
Yeah, he did just call me asking me when we were gonna release it.
Might have played his hand too early.
I mean, if it's all the same vehicles that were involved in that previous fucking pursuit, then we shouldn't.
Completely agree.
The report's up. Over.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, 239's 23 back in the coach.
I have Reggie coming in here.
369, breaking off from Toledo, 76 Mission Road.
Oh, no problem. Individual behind me in Reggie's vehicle is also on the phone, but on the phone about the time you said he was calling you down. Stationary on Elgin, pulled to the side of the road.
Actually, we need to put this away. We need to call Horver. We need to give him a report number. 1515.
Alright, 239, 76 Polito impound light with PD tow. Cars hit shut.
Same traffic.
Hello.
Hey, do you know how to identify what type of gun a casing, came out of, essentially?
Whether it was a class 2 or a class 1?
I mean, it can even be narrow. Yes. Sure,
Or
yeah.
narrow it, yeah.
Okay. Report 1515.
1515?
Every identified firearm we've ever encountered, we've tested.
239, 23,
And there is a. If you look at 1515, there's
Let me pull over to the side of the road.
Let's see. There will be the shell and the class. So the casing shell is going to identify the specific type of firearm. The class ends up just being category of firearm, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So all assault rifles, you'll be able to like easily identify. Pistols, SMGs, shotguns. So it should be fairly easy. Though something is odd. Isn't the sweeper a shotgun? Why do we have that under assault rifle?
Well, there's
unless
like
there's
Gusenberg.
Oh,
Tommy.
it's a different. Okay,
Radio check.
that threw me for a loop. I was like, wait a minute.
So I see that the Gusenberg, the sweeper, has a different, I guess, class compared
Correct.
to the
That's
others.
why it's odd that it's categorized the same. Yeah, that is odd for sure.
Okay. So would you like for me to document whether in the report whether it came from a class 1 firearm or a class 2 firearm?
Yes. Well, so here's the thing. You should be able to identify based on this report once you compare what it actually was. So just throw in there, based upon the casings on scene, it's consistent with having been fired from a whatever. That way we have a general idea. And if it is class 2s, again, I'm going to preemptively authorize us to pull class 2s in the event when we're dealing with Hades.
Okay, understood.
Appreciate you.
No problem.
I'll see you later.
559-10-8.
Welcome to the shift, Odette.
Zone
510-8.
All right.
The actives currently?
Negative. We were wrapping up an OIS. Well, vehicle being shot at up in Toledo. Believed to most likely be Hades.
Is that related to the guy out of the west?
95% certain.
Also, just a general belt up had sort of stemmed from warrant apprehension for Reggie Mai.
I'm actually confused because the individual that Victor processed is the registered owner of the Vaca, I believe. So I don't know why they'd be looking for... Wait, Victor, how long ago did you send them off? John
months?
Gray?
Yeah.
Well, how long ago did you send them off?
Ago, 3 minutes ago?
Oh. Yeah, then I don't know what vehicle we... Do we have anything other than the Vaca at Mission Row?
I'm in Mission Row. I can check it.
I spoke to Reggie. Yeah. Actually, Reg, can I catch up with you somewhere?
Hey, firm.
Speak to you later.
I'm southbound on Sonora Freeway.
I'll meet you at the El Casino.
Hey, firm. You are gonna run into a boost there. Disregard?
Are you pursuing the boost or?
Negative. I'm on the way. I got 2 locations. I got Marlow and then Mount Vinewood Drive.
51542. Good night, everybody.
No,
Thank you, Deke Magnum.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he did the thing.
It's raining. Howdy.
I had a call from... Hello. I had a call from Reggie. So, apparently, the reason the tow guy got shot is because he was being chased with guns pointed at him to pull over, or he would be shot, and he wouldn't do so. He kept saying something about, I'm just one guy, I can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. Reggie's going to find out more information on it because he said he wasn't there and he didn't hear anything that happened. But he's just going by the little bits that he picked up.
And this is consistent behavior because he's also been in a situation, from my understanding, where he was lippy with hostage takers or something?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
So, and I don't think Reggie would say something to me like that if that wasn't true.
If it wasn't true. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Reggie is... Reggie is kind of like idiot in forehead in terms of like being candid and just upfront and honest about things most times. I don't have any reason to not believe.
Yeah, the thing that worries me is if that is the case, whereabouts on Great Ocean was he shot? Was it outside the lumber mill where everyone was?
Is just south of the lumber mill, but yes, exactly where everyone was.
Okay, so if she was with him all the way to Hookies, that means somewhere between Hookies and there, they've been attempting to stop him till he finally stopped. Now, I remember months and months and months and months ago, responding to calls in Vespucci when Springfield was actually a criminal, and seeing her down in the Vespucci area with the people down there. Now, I can't verify that it was with them, and I know this is a pretty strong thing, but
I think what you're about to say is a very valid fucking concern, because Springfield normally doesn't just break off something. And why would she break off?
And it wasn't until I was on the phone to Reggie, I thought of that, and I thought, oh my God, he's calling me again, one second. Hello? Oh, okay, yeah. I'll give him a call. I'll give him a call. All right, no worries. Thanks, mate. Yeah, the 311. Just a call to see exactly what went down. So.
Okay,
For
perfect.
Tony Long. So. Yeah, and it wasn't until I was on the phone to Reggie, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute. I couldn't believe that she pulled off and went 42 immediately.
Now
For her to go.
To clarify, by the way, I rarely ever follow PD Tow, and I typically give them instruction of, if anyone follows you, I don't care how minor it seems, just be willing to pull over, drop the vehicle, give it to them, whatever. Like, your life is not worth the vehicle. And the only
100%.
reason I did not follow in this case, I was going to, for two reasons. Number one, it's Hades, but two, it was the helicopter, and I just wanted to see if it could be impounded. But when I saw Springfield following, I was like, okay, Springfield, is gonna follow through with it. So when that happened, I was expecting another 13. I was expecting Springfield to be down, and then I saw Springfield wasn't on duty.
That's what I couldn't understand. If she's the type of person that will sit there until they get every last casing I've seen and spend. Everything's meticulous, Like,
yeah, 100%.
See things through, but for the fact for her to break off of
in this
the specific point, where I don't know the math.
The thing is, there couldn't have been communication, because Springfield was there when I ran that helicopter out of fuel on the beach. I very intentionally hovered for a few minutes, then it was out. And Davenport, when I tell you, I kept turning it on until it wouldn't turn on. Like, she would, like, if in this hypothetical, there's no way that wouldn't have been communicated. That would be crazy, because she would have known it was an impossible task.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Something to look out for.
Oh, 100%. If I see,
didn't even mention it to Reggie or anything. I just thought about it. I thought I want to bring it up to you.
Oh yeah, that's an internal thought for sure. If I see Springfield, I will inquire about what happened. But I don't know. PD Tow was aware of when she pulled off, so I question if he was told that she just had to go or something. I mean, there's I'm pretty sure there's what are they called? Oh my gosh, payphones by hookies. I could be wrong, but like that's not enough time to communicate. Like, especially based on where he was. So again, it's just odd, to say the least.
It is. I don't. Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know what to think of it, to be honest.
Me neither.
And Reggie told me, like, no one was supposed to have weapons on them whatsoever, because he understands. I literally said to him, "You're making me look like a dick now, because we've had fun for a couple of days with fucking around," and I said it's going to turn out that, And he said, "Well, everyone was told, do not have weapons on you." He's quite happy to go to prison. It's just fucking around, Like, he understands why he's got a warrant. He knows why. He literally rang me first thing to see whether there was a warrant being put out yet, to which there wasn't. I had to do it myself. But
when it escalates to this, it's like we can no longer entertain the lifeguard shenanigans, knowing full well these people are likely to have class 2s. And
he assures me that there's going to be no more guns used. And I said, well, I hope so, because it's making me look like a fucking idiot, because I've entertained it. And like yesterday, we did the clown risk thing with them and that sort of thing, which was everyone, I don't know, it was something lighthearted to do that everyone enjoyed,
Yeah, 100%.
Which is what you need to do to break up the boredom, and it actually managed to keep a lot of officers on duty while that was happening. So
it's true. Yeah, no, I fully understand the position it puts you in. I mean, for what it's worth, I don't think anyone in shift 3 would ever like hold that against you. Just because they understand and have been around in shift 3 and know what the alternative of that not happening like it is, just straight up, like we could go hours without a single call sometimes. And so breaking it up with something that's kind of like middle of the road, not too serious, but not nothing at all, like is absolutely something that I think we should push for. I mean, it's no different than when we're dealing with, you know, Jamal, an idiot. Oftentimes, do we let them get away with certain things that we wouldn't let other people get away with? Yeah, but the reality is, like, the thing that Shift 3 thrives on is picking and choosing our battles, because we have to. We might only have 2 officers on duty one day dealing with the same people. Like, you can't 100%. Keep... you know, people claim that they want consistency, but that's not what they actually want. And if you do everything consistently, the unfortunate reality is you're going to be in an environment which will not allow you to thrive. If you want to have that same consistent response, you are going to end up dead.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I just worry that it'd be taken out of context, you know, for people outside the shift.
They can all go fuck right off. Every one of them. If anyone takes issue with it, fuck right off. Because Davenport, let's be so fucking for real. Let me look at the roster real quick. Let me just scroll down, shift 3. There's you, there's Maple, there's Fisher. Then there's me. And Dice. So, like, I want you to know full well right now, Davenport. Listen, I know you are LSPD through and through, okay? And I know that you probably would never intentionally demote yourself. But I can assure you, if High Command started to fucking meddle with Shift 3 in a way that none of us like, listen, I will be on board to self-demote alongside everybody else, and they can figure it the fuck out themselves.
I appreciate that, but hopefully it doesn't come to that.
I know you.
Know how,
I know. But still,
things get twisted. So
yeah. Listen, again, I would never threaten it. I'm just saying it's something that, like, I would not be opposed to, because for the same reason, like, a lot of people don't want to work shift 3. Like, they also need to understand that we need to and they have made these concessions in the past. Let's not forget, all the jurisdiction shit in the past never applied to us because, number one, it's fucking stupid, and number two, that's not something that we can really accommodate in shift 3 with how shift 3 works. So if they hold us to the same, I don't want to say standard, but expectation that other shifts can, you know, do without a problem because they have 20 officers on duty when we have 3 or 4, like, I'm sorry, but you live in a world where you're fucking clueless. Like, work an entire month or 2 in this shift, tell us that we should do that, lead by example, and then I'll maybe consider. Until then, fuck right off.
Well, I'm of the same opinion, but yeah. And yeah, like you said, I am LSPD through and through. But I'll tell you right now, if who gets chief of police, who I think is going to get chief of police, if that happens, I may be asking you for a job or for a transfer.
Well, consider it done.
Should be the first time I'd ever considered it. But I'll tell you right now.
Are you
Brian
thinking,
Knight gets
Pred?
the chief of police.
Okay, thank God.
Brian Knight gets the chief of police position. I'm out of here.
Really? Wait, did he apply?
I have no idea.
Okay, so I have no context, but yesterday I was told something like, Rhodes, you ready to run it back? It was Peters and Nova. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean run it back? And I was like, under like Bones? Sure. Like, you know, bring us back the OG sheriff. And they're like, no. And there was mention of Pred, but like, there's no way Pred could. I don't know.
I don't think it'd be Pred, because the only time you see Pred is when either there's a sheriff election or a chief of police election.
Or mayor.
So if they, or mayor, yes.
Yeah, not wrong. Not wrong. I mean, I will say this. I said this many years ago before, before Pred became the sheriff, which was, I'm a firm belief that he never deserved the position, but I never doubted his ability to like actually do good.
He did a good job, no doubt at all.
Oh yeah, 100%.
In the position.
I mean,
he may have been slightly corrupt here and there, but he did a good job.
I've always been of the mindset that I just said, and the BCSO pretty much went from like the underdogs to like the biggest department, which okay, so Davenport, you ever hear the whole like the whole concept of like, if you really want to figure out a really efficient way to do something, you find
the laziest person to do
exactly, yes. That's Pred. That's Pred. He will ensure that the people who need to be in charge are in charge to have the power to do stuff, so that not every decision has to be done by him. And that's what made the BCSO overwhelmingly successful back then. Like, straight up, that was it.
Yeah.
And it just sucks because maintaining, like, I'm of the same mindset. Like, I don't want to micromanage people. I don't want to be involved in every decision, but it's like, do you know that
you shouldn't have to be.
Exactly. But again, let's not forget, I pretty much had to, I didn't fight with Frost, but I had to argue why it's not practical. But like, Frost wanted every hiring decision to be ran by him, and I'm like, Frost, especially in shift 3, bud, like, that's not practical. And then it changed to it needs to at least go by like high command's desk, and like all of the hiring decisions are being ran through high command, and it's, to me, it's an unnecessary bottleneck. Like the county in the north isn't struggling for money anymore. So like,
yeah,
the cost portion of things isn't really relevant. I don't know why we would ever stop recruiting, because that was another discussion. I showed up for a shift 1 meeting. Matilda, Riker, a few others were there, and they pretty much said, aside from the people that like we are taking on right now, recruitment is coming to a halt in shift 1. And I thought to myself, like, but why? Like, maybe they don't realize just based on inexperience, but like, this time of year, like, people have other obligations.
Yeah, they do.
Like, and then
but even shift 1 struggled for numbers recently.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, the time of year, you know, people. Not our officers, you know, not our officers. Some of them are old enough to have children. Some of them is going back to school. They got university, you know. Additionally, in a month from now, 2 months, month and a half, whatever. There's the combination of social events, holidays, the general holiday season into the new year, and activity during that time is historically low every year without fail. And so it's like, juicing up numbers for that time is ideal, but you can't do it during that time. It's got to be done beforehand.
Yeah, you need to pre-plan for that.
Yeah. And we have a couple months, but recruitment being shut down for shift 1, I think, is us shooting ourselves in the foot.
Well, you need a couple of months to be able to get those
Mm-hmm.
boots on the ground competent.
100%. And that's... Listen, I think Frost, I think he's just going to have to maybe, you know, get a little too close to the sun, get a little burnt, and then he will pivot and do better. You know, obviously I wasn't a big fan of him being chosen and making sweeping changes, but he also did that because of the mayor, and I think he's found his footing with not just doing anything that the mayor wants, which is really good. And at this point, realistically, like, I don't know if you agree, but we just need people who aren't going to be in the mayor's pocket, and just remain consistent. Genuinely,
we don't need yes men. We need people that can think for themselves.
Yes, genuinely, Davenport, I'm not kidding. I don't care which sheriff or which chief of police it is. I think the biggest factor in the success of either the LSPD or the BCSO is a consistent high command structure. I would argue a bad chief of police or a bad sheriff with a consistent structure that stays consistent for more than just 90 days is better than a good sheriff or chief of police that is going to end up being swapped every 90 days. Like,
yeah, just
shit changes, man. Like, and they can be sweeping changes. Also, did you see my command report?
About the shotguns?
Yeah, and SMGs.
Yeah, I actually read it just before about the fact they think we were weapons trafficking or some shit.
Yeah, so King put that, but I don't know if you saw my response. I did it when I got on shift today. Legally, we're good. Based upon how legislation is written, because number one, we can't be weapons traffickers if we ain't getting the money. Who the fuck we trafficking weapons to?
I mean, it's in the armory, isn't it? So it'd be the state that's the weapons traffickers.
Exactly.
Which would mean the state would mean both the states above LSPD and BCSO, because it's available in both armories.
Yeah. So like, I don't understand what we're going with. I mean, weapon trafficking is the unlawful transportation. But like, what are we gonna do? Just wait 30 days until after that situation occurred, and then it's out of statute, and then we're okay with, like, what are we waiting for?
Is
Additionally,
it actually unlawful if the law is providing it?
I don't know. But here's the tricky part. If the concern is that it's weapons trafficking, why is Opal, Romello, and High Command authorized? It either is or it isn't. Right?
Who's claiming that it's weapons trafficking, though? Do you know?
Well, I mean, King brought it up in the report. It's possible that he was told that, and that's why it's held off. But again, point still stands. If the issue, and I have the armory purchase records from the period of time, and you know that, right? Was it you that I told it to, or was it Maple? I have armory.
You did tell me, because you got it for the
Autumn.
Yes.
Yes. And the only people to purchase it were High Command, Romello, Opal, McNulty at some point, I believe. I don't know if that was with approval, but like, who gets in trouble there? Like, it's either good for everyone or no one, you know? Like, if we want to make it a legal issue, it literally is all or none. And if it's going to be all, then we just make SOPs regarding under what circumstances we can utilize them, who can utilize them, and that be that. Like it literally is that simple. But Davenport, you know this just as well as I do. Every time something in the armory is new, the introduction of it is always, don't touch it. It's available to high command and very few people only. SOPs will be available soon. And then it's months before we ever hear about it. And then guess what? The appeal of it, gone.
I'm going to be honest. I think that is a terrible way to do things, because it's not like they didn't know this was coming. High command, obviously, like we heard about this in meetings, that they did like a transport, and these weapons that they transported were to supply the armory with shit. There was literally an announcement at a shift meeting. So they knew the weapons were coming. So why wouldn't they have all that stuff in place, knowing full well that it was going to be available in the armory?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
Wouldn't that make sense? Otherwise, they're just going to sit there for no reason. Like, what was the whole point of getting them?
Well, I mean, they are sitting there for no reason. Do you know that Stevie has been... Stevie had an SMG for quite a while, and then there is a shootout, and she was robbed of her SMG before she could ever even shoot it. So criminals are going to have our SMG and utilize it before we can.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised, but I do think this is something that, like, we can improve on. I think, straight up, before we ever get something in our armory, like, I mean, I understand that we have to sort of limit test, sure, but, like, that can literally be day one of its implementation, and no longer than a week. I would even argue 72 hours. SOP should be figured out.
The way I see it is, the more people that are testing these things, the quicker you get to a resolution.
Yes.
So at least it should be just command plus, and then, you know, if, say for instance, like for instance when we had that shoot where I got shot by the shotgun in the house or whatever.
Yep.
You should be able to say, okay, everyone grab a shotgun. We're going to go in there. You know what I mean?
Yep,
like
100%.
You should be able to authorize it for those situations.
Well, I can, according to SOPs, or old SOPs. Did you see? You saw my quote of the SOP in the thing?
I did see that, yeah. So I wonder what happens if you actually act on that, because it is an SOP.
I'm going to resort to it. If I don't get a solid answer, I'm going to resort to it. It's silly. It is genuinely silly.
I don't know. This has been this goes through anything, right? I've been with the PD for 8 years or something now, and nothing has ever changed when it comes to this stuff. It's been the same thing for the longest of times. I don't understand why. I don't understand why they can't streamline things to make things a lot easier, instead of basically shooting ourselves in the foot all the time. And by the time we actually get to use these things, there'll be something way better out there, and then these will become redundant. You know what I mean?
Davenport, for context, I wrote that after I got shot with the fucking shotgun 5 minutes into my shift yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think I'm gonna bring it up with. I think I'm just gonna speak with. General command and high command, because again, it's just. Like, our SOPs are out of date, but like historically they kind of always have been. They rarely get updated. But again, for me, it's the whole like, okay, here's something new, and then it sits on a fucking shelf for months.
Yeah. Until
it's practically useless. Then it's announced as okay, we can use it, and it's like, okay, well, we're still behind.
Yeah, what for? There's no point in using that because they've got the next best thing.
Yes. I do think, like, actually, believe it or not, I think I think Yotes are kind of a, it's not an exact one-for-one example, but like Yotes being